bases. But it begs the question, what is the safest base in Minecraft?
In a game with infinite possibilities, there are a ton of different traps and defenses you can use to guard your house. However, they can almost all be defeated by simply mining or towering.
But what if there was a base that couldn't be raided? A base so secure and protected it is physically impossible to get in.
I'm going to engineer what I think to be the safest and most secure, unbreachable base in all of Minecraft.
And afterwards, I'll put it to the test against one of the best escape artists of our generation, Mithrodax. So there are all sorts of defense mechanisms like blaze cannons and chunk bands, and I'm gonna go through and rank them before we start building. If the base is so secure, how are you gonna get in? Well, there are two very easy solutions. One is with the use of a timed ender pearl stasis chamber. If you set up an ender chest and put in all of your stuff, you can then kill yourself and respawn back at the base where you can access your stuff once again. The obsidian wall is sturdy, blast-proof, and is relatively hard to dig through. But we can just go around it. And now we're getting somewhere, but we can still mine through it. Generative walls. This design is a classic and has been around pretty much forever. So whenever someone tries to break in, the wall will automatically fill the newly made hole. Well, what if the player can't get to the wall in the first place? What if we had a moat? Usually you'll find people building giant moats out of lava or some guardian-infested water. The latter is actually much more effective since you can just use fire resistance on a lava moat.
We can set up TNT cannon dispensers that will periodically set off explosions near our walls, so that any player trying to mine them will be pushed around and disrupted.
Combine this with pits of Elder Guardians, giving the player constant mining fatigue, and granted, this would take a ton of work. Their hitbox protects the blocks behind them, making it impossible to break in, except intruders can just use the same method that we did. Another strategy I had in mind was chunk bans, and at first this seems really promising. A chunk ban is a device used to permanently kick off anyone from a server by overloading their computer. Anyone within a 32-block radius will be automatically banned from the server. And so, what if you just surrounded your Minecraft base with a toggleable chunk ban on each side? It seems like a pretty good solution to our problem, and it is. But it isn't foolproof. If you shoot an ender pearl over the chunk ban, you just get to the other unbanned side. And if you're wondering why that exists, well, how is the owner gonna use the base if the whole thing is banned? We can stack boats above the height limit and block the pearl. I mean, some players even went as far to develop a wither cannon. A cannon that shoots withers at a wall and uses its block-breaking mechanic to break through. And once those walls are gone, an ender pearl will be a perfect way in.
With the infinite possibilities that Minecraft provides, there will always be a way to get into any base.
If you want to be cautious, you can make the walls 8 blocks thick to prevent chorus fruit users from teleporting in. Similarly, if you set up trapped nether portals inside the base, anyone who tries to enter with a portal from the nether will just be locked in when they arrive.
Because using glitches, you can just break the top of the bedrock house, and suddenly our secure base isn't looking so safe.
However, a smart counter to this method will just be building it at a height limit. If you set up a bedrock base at the top of the world, nobody, and I mean nobody, can get in. Let's put it to the test against Mithrodeck. This base was just a decoy, with the real house being just a couple million blocks away, and the actual treasure safe and sound. No chance he'd be finding that anytime soon, making the score 1-0 for the safest house in Minecraft. But with that said, thank you so much for watching.
Let's not put it like that.